everyone. This is Tammy Watts, psychic medium here. It is about 2:45 in the morning, and my angels jumped up, chased me out of bed, and said, "We need to tell everybody what's happening." So, here I am. They want to talk about December 22nd. They don't want to talk about December 21st, of course, because that is the beginning of the end. No, it's the end. It's the end. December 21st is the end. December 22nd, of course, would be day one, as they see it. So, as usual, my angel John James is here. John. The angel John. Hello, everyone. Today I would like to broadcast to you that there is really nothing to worry about in the upcoming weeks and days. As you're well aware, December 21st, there will be a planetary alignment that will change the course of the energy around the planets in your particular location in the universe. However, as we spoke last time, the big energy shift, the beginning of all of this, if you will, actually started in August, the end of August and the first part of September. Now, what you have to understand is the time itself, as you know it, is very much a human construct which was developed and implemented by Earthites on your planet, or Earthlings. Earthites is what I'm familiar with, your species name. And it's something that's developed over the millennia to suit the particular society and the needs of society as it's bloomed and developed through time. So, as you recall, at the end of August, there was a big energetic shift. That's really, the reason for that is mostly because the end of August and the beginning of September is on your planets, the energy, the planet Earth, the energy commonly and traditionally has shifted or was known to be the end of one cycle and the beginning of another would be about your September 1st. Nowadays, I understand that you celebrate your new year January 1st. And that traditionally has not been the case. Time and calendars and days and weeks and years, of course, are still a relatively recent invention in your time. But the earthly vibrations and the energy have always ebbed and flowed according to the September 1st-ish, around that time frame, as being the new year, which is when typically vibrations and energy would change. Now, according to your Earth calendar, your new year is still scheduled to begin, that being more of a corporate function and a construct within to live and build your days and in your framework for your lives. That is still the case, and it still holds true for your Earthite people, and there's no reason to think anything different of that. However, when we look at the December 21st date as being something new or different or a big change, all we're looking at really is planetary alignment, and the planetary alignments that are happening take us from one zodiac, I think is what we're calling it today, one member of the zodiac into another zodiac sign or astrological sign. It's simply I guess the way I see them as an angel is I see stars and planets to be more like tuning forks, if you will, as different planets station themselves in different areas in the sky over your planet and around your planet. Each planet's vibrations change a little bit according to where they're aligned. So if we've got one planet here and they're vibrating at this kind of energy frequency, and if another planet comes close to an alignment, over time, the sound waves, of course, will reach this planet. And if we've got this one going here and we've got this one going here, then eventually this one will influence this one, and they both start to vibrate at relatively the same frequency. And then whatever planet or stars are close to this one, when the sound waves and the energy waves reach that one, then you've just got all these planets and stars close to each other, eventually all vibrating at the same frequency. Now, because the planet that's coming in is different, like coming in as closer to you, is different than the one that's leaving. It's kind of going a little bit farther away. That just changes the vibrational frequency. It would also change the pitch, the tone, the feeling. The way you feel things, the way you touch, all of your senses are going to be impacted. But it's not going to happen on your December 21st. That's simply when the planets are kind of going to park in their, parking lot spots for the next however long they're going to be there. And eventually, everything is going to start vibrating to a different frequency. When that planet's alignment changes, it will be felt very faintly in the beginning. What can I equate that to? I can equate that to emotions and feelings to help you understand the changes that are happening in the vibrations. Now, when you walk into a room, and if there's one person in that room who's angry, doesn't matter where they are or how big the room is, eventually you're going to start feeling angry and grumpy as well. That's the vibration and the energy finally reaching you. And that little bit of angry energy, or a lot of angry energy, how much gets to you will affect you in different ways, in different time speeds, of course. So it impacts you. And because earthites are made of such fragile material and matter, their bodies are conducive to absorbing that frequency and electrical impulses very quickly and easily, even without your brain or your mind really knowing or understanding at that particular moment. But if you're in the room and you start getting angrier and angrier or grumpier, and you won't know why, of course, eventually you might figure it out because you'll hear or see, or you'll figure out who the grumpy butch is. So that's kind of what's happening. It's like we're entering a time where there's somebody who's got a different emotion, not necessarily angry, but the new planetary alignment is coming in, and it's going to feel angry to us because it's brand new. Your earthite bodies are not really built to experience new things with ease or pleasure. It's because it's a reactionary compulsion that's brought on by your cellular structure and your makeup. So when your body and your tissues feel something new and different, automatically alarm bells go off. Ding, 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 ding. Every part of you is heightened and your senses become bigger and fuller because it's not comfortable. Nothing is comfortable or familiar. That's why it's going to feel, for the first few months, like you walked into a room with somebody being angry. your physical body and your cellular structure is going to respond in a very unfamiliar way. Given time, it'll all settle out. But remember, because the planets are coming into a different alignment, and that energy is new and it's slowly affecting and seeping into everything around it, being Earthites, there's going to be quarrel and unrest. And that is just the physical body's response to the change in vibrational frequency. So the 22nd is the day that I'm talking about. That will really be the first day when you awake on the 22nd that you're going to feel the energy difference. Some of you will feel it more than others. Some of you will feel it stronger than others. Absolutely. There are definitely people who are already at a higher vibrational frequency and are more sensitive and susceptible to the subtle changes. Other people who are just busier at lower level energies, it doesn't mean they're mouth breathers, as Tammy likes to joke, or that they're bad people. It just means that they've got a lot of other things happening in their lives. In fact, at any given moment, humans range from high level of energy to very low vibrating frequencies. A lot of it happens to do with temperature, time, color, other people around you, feelings, moods, emotions, alignment of the stars, oxygenation of the blood, nutrition, hydration, general well-being, stress, seasons. Well, I guess seasons as well. So there's no reason to judge anybody who happens to be roaming around at a lower vibrating energy level at that particular moment. We all fluctuate. You all fluctuate. I can too, but generally it's because I do it or cause it myself. Intentionally. Now, as you go into the beginning part of your year, this 2021, there is going to be change. There's change every year. Having a life on Earth requires constant change and mobility. It's the reason you're on Earth. Now, civil unrest, quarreling. Focus on the me. Everybody's going to be talking about me, I. And when you have a whole group of people focusing on just themselves, nobody has the capacity to listen to other people. And that's going to make things worse. After that, there's coming into a time of reunification. Now, it does not happen to coincide with anything to do with COVID-19 or its relation.